Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And here with our Next Weather Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera. How bad is it going to be there with Francine?
So we're talking about a hurricane now, right? So the last few days we've been looking at a tropical storm situation. Now they got to prepare for what is Hurricane Francine, and landfall will happen tomorrow afternoon. This time tomorrow, this thing will be inland already, dropping torrential amounts of rain, but we will have known the damage that it's going to cause. No question here with storm surge and, of course, with a very strong wind. 75-mile-an-hour hurricane, minimal hurricane, but we're thinking this will continue to increase in intensity, and so that by the time it makes landfall, we've got 90 miles an hour. So a Cat 1, this is not a major hurricane, but nevertheless, a hurricane is a hurricane. This is going to come up to the northeast and right along the coast with heavy rain and that storm surge, particularly on the eastern side of the storm, as that begins to pull in. Places like Biloxi will be impacted as well. There is Francine. We have a couple of other systems in the eastern Atlantic, really not talking too much about this yellow circle here. That's not going anywhere. That's going to dissolve here, but there is the 80% chance, pretty high chance of the wave east of that one to become our next named storm. In fact, the European model has it as a hurricane by late next week, but you notice that pull. Here we are in the Bahamas, Miami, and this thing is gaining latitude, which we like to see. On Next Weather Radar Network, finally done with the storms. There is one cell left over across Key Largo that is providing some heavy rain and even a couple of lightning strikes over the last few hours. Kind of meandering. It's just going to rain itself out. It's got nowhere to go at this point here. And all the while, the reason the launches have been, postponed for weather is this frontal boundary that has been draped across central Florida. That will continue to be north of us. So we are on the southern edge of it, and that's going to continue to pull up lots of tropical moisture. So for you and me, that means when it starts storming, the rain is going to be particularly heavy through the afternoon. We'll likely get flood advisories again for tomorrow, and then we turn a little bit drier late into the weekend and early next week. But we'll get you ready for hump day here on Wednesday. Some showers through the morning right along the coast, but it really won't be until the afternoon. That's when we start getting into the thunderstorm activity, and all of that, like today, will continue pushing to the east. If it's a beach day for you tomorrow, looking good. Rip currents on the low side, Atlantic waters and Florida Keys. No alerts. Conditions looking good with light southeast winds, 5 to 10 knots. That'll give you smooth to light chop conditions at times. And then the rain chances, again, pretty high tomorrow, still holding at 60%. For the second home game here, we're looking at Thursday with the Bills. Some scattered showers and storms, but I think by game time, kickoff time, will be drying out, and then lower rain chances, but that won't happen until late weekend and early next week. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, just plan for a few interruptions with storms in the afternoons.